And actually recording right about now.
Yeah.
I just realized I didn't do a countdown, but I hope to God we have this ready. Whatever. Anyway. Let me go and sync this up. Right, left, right, left, right, left.
Go.
Awesome. Friend online, I wonder who it is.
It's a me, a Danny.
Chris Pratt, that's not you.
What do you mean? It is a me.
I don't even know what line we may be crossing here, but
Let's play. Whoa!
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. You all may call me Pharaoh, and I am joined with...
Skinny Minnie.
And welcome back to Let's Play The Great Ace Attorney Adventures.
Woo!
Last time we left off, we were continuing to investigate the room, talk to Sherlock, and it's like, you know what? In order to really solve this case, we need to investigate the adjoining cabin. And we heard some screaming or something happen in here. We're like, that ain't good. So we burst into a black screen, but not for long. I think I'll let you go ahead and voice this.
Okay. Who is this man? I
forgot. They said the cabin belongs to somebody, and I forgot their name already because I'm stupid.
Who are you?
A Western gentleman? This man looks Russian to me. We heard a woman scream.
A woman? Don't be absurd. As you can see, there's nobody but me in this cabin.
True. This old man does appear to be the only person in here. But in that case, who just screamed?
Get out, all of you, now!
Please, excuse the intrusion, but you're Mr. Grimsby Roulette, I believe. Grimsby, I don't care.
Yes, that's me. And you are?
I am the one and only, the actual Sherlock Holmes. You've heard of me, no doubt.
No.
Well, shit. I'm a great detective among great detectives. One who adorns the covers of popular magazines, no less. So, I assure you, you may trust me completely. Now, what magazines? I don't know. That man uses that magazine like a business card.
A detective? I do not trust detectives.
We distinctly heard a scream emanating from within these walls. But there wouldn't appear to be a lady concealing herself within the wardrobe this time. So, might I be so bold as to ask you to open that small traveling case?
What? Don't be stupid. How could anyone fit in a small trunk like that?
Well, it's quite fashionable these days, is it not? Traveling inside one's trunk. Don't look at me.
Oh my. Did you see that, Mr. Naruhodo?
Yeah! The case just shook! To my core.
No. Leave. Now. Otherwise, I'll call the steward.
And I'll cut a bitch. So this is Cosmo's neighbor, Mr. Grimsby Roulette. There's no doubt about it. This strange Russian man is hiding something.
I couldn't agree more. Let's see if we could find some clues before that burly sailor returns.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So we can examine, converse, move, present. I guess we can examine. No, hold on. You know what? I couldn't see something because I have a window open that was blocking my display. Completely didn't see that Sherlock is just hanging out in that damn closet. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to him. If I can get my cursor on him. There you go.
Oh, God.
Do you have a moment, please, Mr. Holmes? You need only address me as Holmes. That's what I just did, isn't it? Well, Mr. Holmes, what were you doing in there? Why, I was resting, of course.
Resting?
Indeed, I was contemplating our sea voyage from the confines of the wardrobe whilst waiting. Waiting for the inevitable time that you would need to call my great powers of deduction into service.
Oh!
And it would seem that the hour is upon us now. The time has come. Am I mistaken?
Oh.
Well, no, actually. You're spot on. For once. Observe closely. Our Russian host in this cabin, Mr. Roylett, is clearly trying to hide something. And do you know what is the most effective weapon to use against a Russian hiding a secret? Why? The truth, of course. Though it should be pointed out that such methods are not exclusively for the Russians. Right. Can you imagine how the Russian will react when the secret he guards so closely is exposed? Would you like to witness it?
Oh, yes, please.
Well then, what you are about to see may well astound you. For I'm about to apply my great detective's greatly admired great deduction to the case. Oh god. Could this man be a more hack-eyed portrayal of a dubious Russian, I ask you? That's you.
Oh shoot, that's me. I keep forgetting I'm not the main.
That's
I'm
okay.
Oh, crap. Where's history? What?
Oh.
Sometimes when we're doing this, I forget that I'm playing with you and I'm just watching your LPs because that's what I usually do.
Oh.
So I'm like, oh yeah.
The play button is broken. From time to time, it occurs to me. Is the fellow dubious an account of his Russianness, or Russian an account of his dubiousness? I really don't think either of those things should be occurring to you. Or anyone.
That's right. And Mr. Holmes. I know this man's beard and dark glasses are hard to ignore, especially on first meeting, but I once read, "It is a capital mistake to theorize before you have all the evidence. It biases the judgment."
Shh! I must have complete silence.
God, it's gonna be. What are you doing? Why are you peering at my face like that?
Ah, just as I thought. Yes, I have quite made up my mind now. There can be no other explanation that accommodates all the facts. Mr. Roylott, I've reached two incontrovertible conclusions.
What do you mean?
Number one, your true identity is that of a villain. Using those shears, you're about to end the existence of something most dear. Are you not?
Huh?
And number two, the other conclusion I have drawn, you are, at this very moment no less, in the midst of committing a most grievous crime. Beneath that beard, your mouth quivers with nervous tension as you realize you have been discovered. Does it not?
Ah! Oh, Narahodo-san! I never imagined I would witness one of Mr. Holmes' great deductions with my own eyes.
That was a great deduction?
Yes, now shut up.
Oh.
Nothing can deceive Mr. Holmes. In a single glance, he can deduce all there is to know about a person.
What? What ineffable twaddle?
What?
I don't know.
Yes.
It just came out of my mouth.
Oh, yes. I've read about it countless times in the adventures of Sherlock Holmes. And now I've experienced the astonishing impact of his great deduction firsthand. Oh, this is like a dream come true!
I can hardly believe it, but all the color is drained from Mr. Roylott's face. It looks like somehow both of Mr. Sholmes' conclusions were right.
How could you?
How could I possibly know such things, you wish to say? Well, very well then. I shall elucidate. I shall explain how it is that I arrived at this pair of conclusions. Cordially,
Cordially.
Damn it. Now see, listen folks, I'm not fancy, you know, I don't give a damn, so, what the hell am I ever gonna say, oh, you're cordially invited? No, it's like, dumbass, get inside my house, you know, come on. That sounds about right.
Next time you have a house party, I'm expecting that greeting.
Yeah, it's like, hey, Danny, get your dumb ass in here. Yeah, that'd be great. Remind me whenever I actually get a damn house.
That's going on a t-shirt.
Yeah, please, yes. I know
Merch.
More merch, please. One
merch.
person would maybe buy it, not even myself. So do I cordially invite you upon a journey of logical discovery. Let us board the train of reasoning. Choo-choo!
Choo-choo.
Put plainly, let us work through my deductions together. The great deduction. The game's afoot, but not a hand.
Nope.
Oh, the man's identity. So, the dubious-looking Russian, Mr. Roylott. Obviously, what catches the eye in the first place is the enormous pair of shears in your hand. Now, we must ask ourselves, what could you possibly want with such an implement? I mean, do you want me to tell you won't get mad? The answer, of course, is staring us in the face. Dear God, put it away, sir. You are on the verge of using the shears to cut away the copious beard you sport. Something happened there. Now, moving on. The question that begged is this. Why would you desire to rid yourself of this magnificent beard, Mr. Roylott? Once again, the answer is plain. We have clear evidence to shed light on this matter. Regard, if you will, this morning's newspaper. In particular, the fascinating front page article. Which, it would appear, you have read also, Mr. Roylott. I'm sure it needs no further clarification. The evidence that reveals your true identity is the article about the revolutionary. In translation, the headline reads, Revolutionary villain?
Oh, villain?
Villain?
Maybe villain, Bolshevik?
Oh, that is his oh my god, I thought they were calling him a revolutionary villain and then say his name.
Oh!
Whoops. Revolutionary Violin Borshchevsk flees Russia via Shanghai. As you cannot fail to observe, the subject of the article possesses an extremely copious beard. Having noted the article yourself, you decided to remove your incriminating facial hair before it gave you away. In short, your true identity is beyond doubt. You are the fearsome Russian revolutionary himself, Violin Borshchevsk. Not that I've heard of you myself, you understand. Okay. A revolutionary on the run. Interesting. Topic number 2, though. Wrongdoing. Now, as for my second conclusion. You are, at this very moment, on the brink of committing a most grievous crime. And the proof of this crime? Over there! Oh yes, Mr. Roylott. Taken unawares, people have a propensity to let their eyes stray, you see?
Ah.
And I assure you, the eyes speak so much more eloquently and honestly than the mouth. The answer we seek lies within the furtive glance veils. The proof of your crime sits before our very eyes. Yes, that traveling case. It is time, I think, that the case be opened and its contents laid bare.
No, I refuse.
What could you possibly be concealing inside, we ask? By my estimation, a young lady, perhaps. One slight enough to fit therein. Or butt plugs, one of the two, I don't know.
Oh god. Oh, dang it. I keep pressing.
It's okay.
Keep speed pressing. Stop it. Oh, my thing's on.
Uh-oh. Oh, the auto?
Yeah. Don't be absurd. Okay, let me turn that off. There we go.
And what, pray, would be the identity of this young lady in the traveling case? Dear me. We are not well suited to a life of crime, are we? Your careless coup d'oeil betrays you. Once again, we need only follow your furtive glance to find the answer. Yes, the reason you refuse to open your traveling case can equally be found in the pages of this newspaper. For there is another most stimulating article. If we turn from the fleeing revolutionary to the back page. Renowned prima ballerina of the Novosibirsk Ballet disappears from Shanghai. Such a headline can lead us to one conclusion. Your crime is that of abduction. And according to the article, the young lady's name is Nikolina Pavlova. Kidnapping of a young ballerina. Ding!
You did that perfectly with mine, too. That was great.
Thus concludes Sherlock Holmes' great deduction of this Russian enigma. Elemensky!
Sorry, my dog just getting me stretching.
No, you're good. Sasato-san? That wasn't one of the great deductions I've been hearing so much about, was it?
Well, the stories are full of Mr. Holmes' brilliant deductions, But that did seem a little different somehow.
Excuse me, Mr. Holmes, could you come over here for a minute, please? Pray, what can I do for you? It's about your deductions. Would you mind? Not at all. Go on. Well, to start with, there's this newspaper article. I think we had the same discussion before, but these two men look nothing like each other. Ah, yes, I recall a discussion earlier. And at the time, I believe I told you to shut your ass. I mean, that the man is a revolutionary, well able to revolutionize his own appearance.
In fairness to Mr. Holmes, Mr. Roylott does look more like this man than you do.
That's not the point. And another thing, the part about him abducting the ballerina? Indeed, a truly startling revelation. At first glance, the case would appear too small to accommodate a young woman. Not just at a first glance, it is too small. Clearly. You'd be lucky to fit a 5-year-old child into that case, even if you pushed really hard. Believe me, I think I tried before, apparently.
Uh-oh, dog? You okay? Come here. Just relax. Just please relax.
I don't suppose the missing ballerina is a 5-year-old child, is she?
You mean you don't know? No, the young lady's 15. No, I didn't know. How could I?
Well, if she's 15, then 10 years worth of her would be poking up in the case.
But some years ago, I read something pertinent, I believe. A troop of men consuming vinegar daily in order to promote a certain litheness in their bodies. Vinegar? For such a sour bunch, it would surely be simplicity itself to contort yourself into the confines of that small case.
Oh dear. You might be thinking of contortionists in the circus, Mr. Holmes.
Ugh, this whole thing is turning into a circus. You are not a clown, you are the entire circus!
It's like...
Mr. Naruhodo, something's occurred to me about Mr. Holmes' deductions just now.
Excuse me.
I think his powers of observation are, well, magical. His eyes cut to the heart of a matter almost instantly. It's just where he directs his attention and his logic that seem a little off.
Your idea of a little may be a little off itself, Mr. Sato.
It's just one or two key words in his deductions that seem to let him down. So I was wondering if we might perhaps tactfully switch them for alternatives. What do you think?
Nintendo Switch them?
Yes.
Switch some keywords in his deductions.
Yes, but very tactfully. I feel sure if we could do that, we'd unlock the true genius of Mr. Holmes' great deductions.
Precisely the thought that was going through my own mind. This man has a lot of work. At times, I wonder how anyone puts up with me. It's not that funny. Ah, and you, my good fellow. Sorry? Take a moment to look at your wrists. My wrists? Genie, I'm free!
Oh, yeah.
Where are your handcuffs?
Huh? What? How did... I felt they may hinder your ability to follow me in our dance of deduction. Huh? I don't believe it.
Mr. Holmes, you are a marvel.
And don't worry, I shall restore the shackles to your wrists when we are finished. I'm not worried. In fact, I'd rather stay like this. So, let us begin. Sherlock Holmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular. Course correction. Hold it, Mr. Holmes. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
So now let's go ahead and fix this a little bit. So you're stating, which I think we can go ahead and skip this until we get to what we need to fix.
The question mark?
Yep. Whereas the question mark is the exclamation. What's here? Actually, no, I was going to keep clicking until it tells me. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, copious beard.
Copious beard. Like, oh, woo. What happened?
I'm not sure. Would you really use shears like that to cut off a beard?
I doubt that's something I'll ever have to worry about. It doesn't quite sit right with me, though.
It doesn't seem to be sitting right with Mr. Roylaw either.
Which means, I suppose, that the deduction is wrong.
Let's try to switch a key word here, Naruhodo-san, and see if it helps matters.
Alright, but how?
I think we should start by taking a long, hard look at Mr. Roylaw.
I wonder if it's really his beard that he intended to use those shears on.
Exactly. If we do manage to find something that seems to fit the sense of Mr. Holmes' deduction better,
Well, then what?
then I'll leave the rest in your capable hands, Naruhodo-san.
Why am I the one to do something about this? Well, anyway, let's see if there's anything we could even use to switch around in that last sentence. What exactly was Mr. Roylott really going to use those enormous shears for? Because frankly,
question.
I'll be afraid to use that on my beard, so... I don't know, if you kind of look around, I don't know, something... Whoa, wait a minute.
Oh, God. Whoa. Why am I spinning so fast? Dang.
Woo! But yeah, if you turn around, it's like...
Jesus.
Mr. Royla, you got a beautiful head of golden locks, apparently.
That is nice.
Let's go ahead and present that.
Yes!
I love that effect.
Me too.
You were on the verge of using the shears to cut away the golden locks you sport. Indeed. You've identified the precise detail I was intending to expose. Such lush, golden hair certainly does not befit an old man. You're not a man at all! You're a woman! And judging from the length and sheen of your hair, a hot one. I mean, what? Naruhodo. One still very much in her youth.
Wait, Mina, wait.
What?
Not a hodo, more like not a hold up. You going crazy.
Boo. Boo.
Sorry.
Actually, that was pretty damn good.
Oh no!
Did you skip it again? Oh, wait.
If only I had managed to cut off my hair, no one would have suspected. Could have just tucked it in your jacket, but you know.
Honestly, I mean, it's not that damn hard, but, you know, who are we to say?
Right?
The question that begged is this. Why would you desire to rid yourself of these magnificent locks? Once again, the answer is plain. We have clear evidence to shed light on this matter.
Ugh.
I'm sure it needs no further clarification. The evidence that reveals your true identity is the article with the revolutionary.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, that was a shock. I had no idea that old man was really a young woman in disguise. Did you? What? Wait, why are you staring at me like that?
Yes, it was a surprise. Naruhodo-san, you're enjoying this, aren't you?
Wait, sorry?
You look like you're in your element as you dance around the room deducing the facts with Mr. Holmes.
I'm just doing what we agreed. I'm not having fun or anything. This is strictly business, not strictly,
Yes, I understand. Say no more.
Well, anyway, let's focus on this next part of Mr. Holmes. Damn it, Mr. Holmes' deduction, shall we? The evidence that he's picked out doesn't fit the facts at all now.
No, that's true. Given that Mr. Roylott is actually a woman.
Exactly. He, or rather she, can't possibly be this merciless revolutionary.
I suppose it's because the deduction as a whole has taken a different direction now.
Yeah.
Let's switch the evidence for something else. Something that fits the facts as we now understand them.
For some reason, this woman needed to try to hide her true identity. I feel as though I've either read or heard about a young woman in a situation like that recently. Alright, I'll do my best. Now, I don't think we really had a chance to do this yet, but if you... Come on, controller. If you examine the article here, we saw that in the back, we have this. We have the article about the ballerina. Now, I think we actually got to examine ourselves. We have yet to do this yet, so let's go ahead and examine the article. This is interesting.
Have you found something relevant, Naruhodo-san?
Well, no, I mean, it looks like it might be interesting.
I can't read a single word, I'm afraid.
No, nor can I. But look at this picture. Perhaps it's about a beautiful young Russian princess, do you think?
She is very pretty, isn't she? I suppose you enjoy articles like this, do you?
I don't know. I can't make any sense of it. Ah, I'm glad you've noticed this article.
Ah!
Allow me to give you a short summary of its contents. Oh, well, thank you. He pops up everywhere, this Mr. Holmes. It's about the disappearance of a young lady last night. Renowned prima ballerina of the Novicic Ballet disappears from Shanghai. During a performance in Shanghai, the famous dancer was reported missing. She is, of course, the talented young Nikolina Pavlova. Why are Russian names so hard to remember? I mean, okay. It would appear the woman was in costume when she was found to be missing from her dressing room. Wearing the diamond tiara you see pictured, which is worth some 20,000 rubles. Oh, how much is 20,000 rubles?
I have no idea, but I'm quite sure it must be an unbelievable sum of money.
Sato-san's eyes are shining like diamonds themselves. The tiara is the property of the Novicic Ballet. It would seem the director is beside herself with worry. Yeah, I'm not surprised. The company is most anxious to recover both Miss Pavlova and the valuable tiara. They've requested international assistance at all ports with sailings of Great Britain.
Could this be another case of Russian fleeing his or her country?
It does seem to be the Russian thing to do.
I'm not even going to dignify that with a response, Mr. Naruhodo.
Alright, so now the article is updated to talk about... Well, actually, I think this is probably different, but it's an article about the ballerina herself, so... Okay. But now that we have that piece of information, I think this is what we actually want to present.
Yes!
The evidence that reveals your true identity is, of course, the article about the ballerina. That's right. You've hit the nail on the head. Renowned prima ballerina of the Novicic Ballet disappears from Shanghai. It would appear we are finally able to address you by your true name. Yeah, because your true identity is that of a Novicic Ballet's prima ballerina, Miss Nikolina Pavlova.
Ah! Oh God,
That's not safe. Okay.
ma'am. Aw, she's so pretty.
Wish I can do that with my beard. So, whoop, done.
Just get a weave, a beard weave.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that'll fly just right. Mm-hmm.
You never know. You look good.
You're right.
Oh, what the heck? What?
My real name is Nina. I mean, Nikolina Pavlova. But please, I beg you, don't tell anyone.
Let's go ahead and cross that out. It's actually a ballerina.
Run.
Solved. Alright, now this obviously is not going to make any sense considering they're talking about abduction of ballerina. She's right here, you idiot. So I'm going to go ahead and skip this until something new happens, I think. You are very moment brink of committing most grievous crime. Ah! Proof of the crime over there. Where? Oh yes, Miss Pavlova. Taken unawares, people have prosperity let their eyes stray. Ah. I assure you, I speak more honestly than the mouth. Traveling case. Wait a minute. This woman is the ballerina, and she's right in front of our eyes. So clearly she can't be inside a traveling case as well.
No, that's right. It seems she wasn't abducted at all.
Now, in which case, what is the crime this young woman is apparently committing? I can see I'm going to have to step in and fix the great detective's mistake again.
You seem to look pleased, Naruhodo-san. Do you like the idea of another chance to dance around with Mr. Holmes?
Stop it. Anyway, there must be something else here that shows what this woman is up to. I wonder what, though.
Oh,
Well, wait a minute. Ah, that's a nice little slight of eye there.
right.
I mean, the thing is, it's just funny because it's like, this isn't hard to miss. Not something like
Yeah.
this, you know, but it's like, yeah, just look away from the chair. Like, oh, there it is.
I think
yeah.
that's obvious.
And you know what makes it a little obvious too? It just stands out, like, artistically. Like, it's not as, you know how everything else is kind of, I hate saying it, but, like, bland. The color's not as vibrant.
Mm-hmm.
But you go to the tiara, boom! And it's like, oh, damn. You want to show that off, huh? Okay. So let's go ahead and click the tiara.
Cool.
Wow! Wow! Look at this.
Oh my god! Wow!
Wow! Look at this dazzling tiara.
I've never seen anything like it. Are those real diamonds, do you think? Oh, Narahora-san, try it on!
What? Me? Isn't it usually girls who wear tiaras? Wouldn't you like to try it on?
Oh, no, I couldn't possibly. It's far too beautiful.
Why does tiara look so familiar? I feel like I've seen this somewhere recently. So yeah, well, was I supposed to? I guess it was to present it. I guess you could examine it if you want, like we just did, but still.
Yes.
Present it.
Yes!
The proof of your crime is surely this tiara. I believe this tiara is worn on stage by dancers in the Navajo ballet, is it not? Indeed, it would appear to be identical to the tiara pictured here in the newspaper article. And if the reporting is to be believed, it's an item worth 20,000 rubles. In summary, the crime you've committed is theft.
Oh no!
Yes, you left your ballet troupe, unlawfully taking the precious tiara with you.
I have no one. No family, no friends. I am all alone. And I need money. But I did not steal the tiara. It was a present from, how do you say? An earl of Prussia. It belongs to me.
This girl is only 15 years old, and she's run away all by herself. She must have been extremely lonely.
Alright. I will tell you everything. There's no point in hiding it now.
Come, let us not be hasty.
What?
There remains one unsolved mystery about you.
A mystery? What do you mean?
You have staunchly refused to open this traveling case of yours in our presence. Is it reasonable to conclude, therefore, that there exists some reason why you wish to remain it closed? Is that not so, Miss Pavlova? My dear girl, there is no sense in playing games with me. Nothing escapes my attention. Indeed, I have a very good idea of the contents of your case, even before I ever laid eyes on them. Dear me, we are not well suited to a life of crime, are we? You're careless. Wait, I said this already. Once again, blah blah blah. Yes, the reason why you refuse to open your case is written in the books of the shelf. He's completely changed his tack of deduction. I can't talk. He's completely changed tack with his deduction now.
Oh, shoot. Skipped it by accident.
I think Mr. Holmes is adapting his logic to the changing circumstances, don't you?
Maybe, but why has he suddenly brought the bookshelf into all this? It's just a wild guess, surely.
Oh, do you think so?
Well, it doesn't seem likely the reason why this young woman doesn't want to open her case would have been written in a book that doesn't even belong to her.
Yes, that's true, but still. Miss Pavlova Miss Pavlova certainly did cast her eyes in that direction. I noticed it myself.
Then there has to be another reason why she won't open her case. And it must be somewhere in the same area, if that's where her gaze was involuntarily drawn.
I agree. That's the only answer.
Whatever she has hidden inside that case should be revealed by following her gaze in the direction of the bookcase. Well, the only other thing we have a small picture, we have books on the shelf, but we have also the rules of passage. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and just present that.
Yes!
Oh, did you click examine?
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay, you can go ahead and read it then.
Oh, there we go. I'm good.
Oh.
Present.
I probably should have actually examined it, but nah.
Well, we know why.
Right. Yes, the reason why you refuse to open your case is written in the rules of passage. Passengers must not keep weapons or any other dangerous objects in the cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden. Inside that case of yours is something forbidden from carriage on this vessel. That is the real reason why you refuse to open it, thus revealing its contents.
Baby girl.
Every scene, the trunk wobbles from time to time. But no weapon or other dangerous item would have moved on its own accord. Which leaves but one possibility, Miss Pavlova. Inside your traveling case is the last item, I can't speak for both, but is the last item listed as forbidden in the vessel's rules of passage. A pet!
A pet.
Possession of a prohibited animal.
Dun, dun, dun.
Solved! Deduction complete. Elementary, good job. 101 out of 10. I don't know. We did it.
Mrs. Puff, what's my final score? 6.
Woo!
100. What?
Classic SpongeBob.
I missed the joke.
You know, I mean, I know they have those spin-offs going on. Are they any good?
I have not seen them, so I wouldn't know.
All right, then.
Ugh.
So clearly, you aren't who you say you were.
No, I am not Grimsby Roylott. My real name is Nikolina Pavlova. Everything you said was correct.
You absconded during one of your ballet company's performances in order to escape your homeland. Later that same night, you still aboard this vessel. Which couldn't have been easy. The Burya is a huge steamship with a vast crew. Could she really have snuck on board without being noticed? In order to obscure your true identity, you somewhat recklessly took the guise of an old gentleman. And you intended to sever all links of your past by severing your long hair. Yet, to a woman, hair is no trifling matter. My personal recommendation is to leave well alone. So, if it was just you about to cut off your own hair, who was it that let out that scream we heard from outside the cabin? That veritable tinkling of a bell? Why, none other than this young lady, naturally. More like a full set of pipes, if you ask me.
I was so scared when I ran away in Shanghai. I was sure that it'd come looking for me. That's why I decided to, how do you say, disgust myself so no one would recognize me. As a result, you transformed yourself into a questionable old man? I see. I put on the fur hat and fake beard? Then, just before you came here, I saw in the newspaper, right on the page, there was a picture of me. I was so frightened, I couldn't stop from screaming. I knew that if I didn't change my appearance completely, they would find me. So I decided to cut all of my hair as fast as possible. I picked up the scissors from my hand and...
At that precise moment, we walked into the annoyingly unlocked cabin door.
Oh my god.
Things happen like that sometimes, don't they?
Things do indeed happen like that from time to time. Are those two even talking about the same thing?
So there's just one more thing I'd like to know. What exactly do you have inside your traveling case? You're right. It is my dear friend inside. My only friend in the whole world. Please, don't tell anyone. If the captain finds out, if you say to any of the crew...
Your secret is safe with us, I assure you. But, in return, you must tell us in as much detail as you can muster about the events of last night.
Yes, alright. I will tell you. Well, Mr. Naruhodo? Wasn't it something Mr. Holmes' great deduction?
It was certainly something, yeah. I'm just not entirely sure what. But at least Miss Pavlova has agreed to tell us what she knows. That's incredible. Indeed, it is incredible. And one more thing. Oh, yeah? What? Observe your wrists. My... Aw, bastard.
Your hands are cuffed again.
What? But how? True to my word, I have restored your shackles. When? And why?
There is still a shadow of guilt cast over you, Mr. Naruhodo. I'm sorry to say, it can't be helped at the moment.
Can't it? Really?
Anyway, let's listen to what Miss Pavlova has to say. I can't go on not knowing. I have to find out what the speckled band is that Kazuma-sama wrote in his diary really was.
Alright, I think we can actually finish this going into the next part, so we'll continue.
Okay.
So, let's go ahead and converse with her about what happened last night.
Girl.
Did you know that someone was killed in a cabin next door to this one last night?
One of the crewmen told me this morning when I was eating breakfast.
The man who died. He was a friend of mine.
Oh.
Well, that's why we're trying to find out what happened. Did you notice anything unusual last night?
Perhaps you heard a strange noise, for example? Perhaps people talking?
Perhaps the ship was absorbed in a wild tempest? Perhaps its steam engine exploded? Perhaps everyone on board would have noticed that had happened?
Miss Pavlova, is there anything you can tell us? I don't know. I'm sorry, but all I could think about last night was what I had done and whether they would find me. I didn't notice anything that was happening around me.
Oh, I see. Alright. What about running away? You've run away from your ballet company, haven't you? The Novicic Ballet?
Yes. I am traveling to Great Britain, and from there, I want to go to America. I will never dance again. I want to forget everything about the ballet. I will start a new life.
You wish to forget? A challenging proposition. When you have that striking tiara as a reminder.
But the tiara is mine! I need it to live. I have no money of my own. The Novashik Ballet give us only little food and water, and we must dance all over the world. I had to run away. I had no choice. If I stayed, it would have killed me. So you ran away to protect yourself? Da. And the crew of this ship, they have all been kind to me. They let me come on board, and they said I could hide in this cabin.
If that is indeed the truth, Miss Pavlova, it creates a most intriguing conundrum.
Yes, it does. What do you think about it, Mr. Naruhodo?
Me? Oh, well, yeah, of course. I think we should hear Miss Pavlova's explanation. To what conundrum, I'm not sure, but...
What's this conundrum?
Miss Pavlova, allow me to pose you a riddle. According to this newspaper, it was only yesterday that you absconded from the ballet. Now, that being the case, it must have been last night that you boarded this vessel. However, the SS Burya stopped by no port last night. Oh, that's it! Of course! So how is it, pray, that you come to be aboard?
Now that I think about it, the crewman outside the cabin acted very strangely when we mentioned that. It was just after we asked him about when the occupant of this cabin came aboard.
Oh yeah, that guy. Stroganoff. Beef stroganoff. Spencer came in and he looked at him like, oh, okay.
Alright, there you go.
Once this part's finished, then we'll take a break. Yeah, go for it. Oh yeah, that's not our business.
Yes,
Oh, that's you.
Oh, yes, you're right. He did seem to be hiding something.
An angel descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to the stage.
Sorry? What was that?
It is how the Russian newspapers describe one of my performances. And that is how I came here too. I descended from the heavens because I am an angel.
Girl.
You know, considering English isn't your mother tongue, your description is very vivid.
Mr. Holmes once said, I never can resist a touch of the dramatic. It seems Miss Pavlova is the same.
A genius descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to detection. Was once said about myself. A quote from a wonderfully extravagant advertisement for The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, in fact. Yeah, Mr. Showy. Anyway, it doesn't look like Miss Pavlova is going to tell us exactly what happened. Alright then.
Okay, our friend, your friend.
So, the friend you mentioned is inside your traveling case, is that right?
I don't think animals are allowed on board, according to the rules of passage. Oh, please, don't tell any of the crew. If they found out my precious...
Then the burly Russians would bestir themselves in unison to throw you and your case overboard, no doubt. So reassuring, Mr. Holmes.
But what sort of pet is your friend? A little puppy? It is, isn't it?
Maybe an adorable little rabbit? Ha! You credit Russia as a land of small rabbits, do you? Oh, wait, don't they have small rabbits there then? You may well ask. I have no idea! You two are miserable bunglers when it comes to understanding the nature of young Ballerina's friends. Isn't it obvious? It must be a chicken!
Really?
Consider the benefits. A rousing wake-up call, daily fresh eggs, and when adversary strikes, it can satisfy the needs of sustenance. So you'd eat your friends. I'll remember that. Well, it would appear this friend's identity is a closely guarded secret not to be revealed. She obviously doesn't quite trust us yet. There's something I should like to show her, I think. Maybe she might be able to shed some light on it. And the one thing we actually want to present is none other than Cosmo's diary. Because he still said he thought he heard something coming from the vent or whatever, so must have been in here. Maybe she knows. This is a diary of my friend who passed away.
His diary?
Yeah, and he wrote in it last night before he died. It's something a little unusual. It reads, 1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound. And then a few minutes later, 1:35 a.m., what looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill.
A speckled band? I don't understand.
It's strange, isn't it? But the ventilator he mentions joins to this cabin, you see. It's up there on the wall.
In other words, this cabin and the victim's cabin are connected together. Oh. Miss Pavlova, has something occurred to you? Does the speckled band the victim mentioned mean anything to you? Or the whistling sound, perhaps? No. I don't know anything.
Oh.
Ah!
Damn, calm down, whoever's knocking on that damn door. Shoot.
It's probably beef.
Oh yeah, that's beef, all right.
Ah!
This
is me?
Yeah, because I
Okay.
can barely do these accents.
I don't know if I'm doing them right either.
You're doing better than me.
Excuse me, Mr. Roylott. Oh,
Yes, what?
Wow, she's fast.
Captain would like to speak with you. You must come to Captain's quarters at once, please.
All right. I will come now.
What?
You must leave now.
Oh, no, it's fine. Don't mind us.
Yes, please don't worry yourself, Mr. Roylott.
Get out! The passenger said out, or do you want me to throw you out?
Ugh. It looks like we'll have to leave investigating this cabin until later.
Oh, what a pity.
And so we lost our chance. Having still not managed to investigate Miss Pavlova's cabin, we were unceremoniously, I can't talk, thrown out, chased out. That is to say, we were quite literally picked up and thrown into the passageway outside. To be continued. What a great way just to end that off, too. Like, here you go, just flung face first into a wall, I'm sure, in the cabin, or outside. Anyway, obviously a great stopping point. We're just at an hour, and we're at a to be continued part. If I'm not mistaken, I think there's like 3 separate parts to this particular episode.
I think, yeah.
That concludes the first part, and now we have 2 more to go.
Yeah,
So yeah,
sorry, I forgot.
no, you're good. But yeah, so we're having a lot of fun, obviously, as of right now, and we're gonna see what else is gonna happen. So,
Woo!
as usual, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you all next time for Let's Play The Great Ace Attorney Adventures.
Alright.
Love you all so much. Have a great day.
Bye!